question about Diet Coke. Hi guys. I've recently been drinking a bit too much Diet Coke, about 1.5 L per day, and I was wondering if this is going to affect my health in any serious way. One thing I want to note is that, apart from my diet soda consumption, I'm a very healthy individual. I work out 4 times a week, have a very healthy diet, and I'm in great shape, but because I also work 10 hours most days, I also need something caffeinated to keep me awake throughout the day. Also, I deeply hate coffee and tea, so those are not an option for me. Do you think I'm good to go, or should I cut down on the soda? You might be interested in AHA or Bubbly Bounce. They're both seltzers with caffeine and probably better than diet sodas. A liter a DAYWO. I'm usually a lurker here and no expert. But have you looked into electrolyte tablets with caffeine? I know Noon has some. Might be better for you than soda. Kick up your hydration and give you your caffeine fix, if you like the taste. Diet soda is still absolutely horrible for your teeth, and will erode them. The acidity alone is terrible for your teeth and your esophagus. Have you heard of yerba mate? It tastes like iced tea and is caffeinated. You can buy the cans at a gas station. Yeah, it probably will. That's a lot of soda in one day. Drink less soda. Try flavored sparkling waters or something. You may end up with some headache issues. My aunt got migraines. Before I drank coffee, didn't like it. Either I worked for a company that provided a snack bar and they had chocolate-covered espresso beans. Chocolate cut the bitter and the beans had lots of caffeine. I also had a standing desk there. Excellent keeper awaka if that's an option for you. I have also bought powdered and liquid drops to add to water that have flavor and caffeine. Check Amazon. If you believe the research, then yes, it will negatively affect your health. Green tea pills, lots of caffeine in there, and wash it down with some water. Nice and healthy. Okay, hand light skin tone. Is there a way you can find another job less demanding? Open mouth smile. I drink Zevia sodas. At first the aftertaste is a lot to get past, but stick with it and in a few days it tastes exactly the same as regular soda. The aftertaste goes away eventually, I promise. My dad drank Diet Mountain Dew regularly for years and got sick permanently when he went to the doctor. She said the fake sugar and chemicals were drying out his cells from the inside. Crenation. Basically, when in a hypertonic solution, water particles move out of the cell, severe dehydration causing the cell to shrivel. They make caffeinated sparkling water at my local grocery store. I would try that and see if you like it. Even just flavored sparkling water sometimes does the trick for me. There's always something in my gut that screams when I think about drinking diet soda. I don't know why. My mom was addicted to it. She would drink like a 24-pack in a week. I'm going to see if I can find some studies for you. Smile. Not sure about the health stuff, but I did Google, is Coke Zero addictive? 'Cause I was craving it so much. Sparkling water. I have the same problem. I wasn't drinking that much, but also wanted to cut pop. I now drink coffee for caffeine, and bubbly for that fizzy feeling I always crave. Damn dude, that's a lot of Diet Coke. Just slow down, seriously, drink in moderation. Can you get caffeine pills where you are? You can get them in the UK like Nuke Nutrition 200 mg pills, and then you can drink whatever you want. Maybe try to cut down on caffeine, seems like you have a dependency on it. Otherwise, you can try caffeine tablets. They're at pretty much every gym supplement online store. Also, a pack is crazy cheap. Like 5 1.5-liter bottles of Diet Coke. Honestly, I don't use caffeine often. It makes me feel anxious usually. So a pack has lasted me over a year now. These things are very powerful. Okay, going to go against the grain here. But if you need to stay awake during the day, then something is off in your nutrition or your sleep isn't great. But I think we need to address the sleepy issue first. Then tailor your needs around that. B vitamins are a must for energy. What's your carb intake like? What kind of carbs? Then can have a look at their GI. You're screwed. Take it from this 50s person. Stop it and never do it. Time will catch up and you will have serious health issues like myself, who drank so much of that crap. Look into its impact on teeth and bones. I used to drink at least a 6-pack of diet soda every day. After a while the caffeine ceases to have any effect. And I could drink a soda and go to sleep. People told me if I stopped drinking it I'd lose my taste for sweets and lose a bunch of weight. Wrong. I gave it up after about 30 years. Very difficult, and other than the caffeine withdrawal, there was no discernible difference in my health, weight or appetite. That said, soda companies are evil and should not be supported. X200B. You really should drink at the most 1 can of soda per day. When you are young you don't feel it. But it slowly builds up in your body, and then one day you are not as healthy as you used to be. In the same vein, San Pellegrino, an Italian brand, has a flavored mineral seltzer called San Pellegrino Essenza. There are several delicious varieties and blends, but they don't pack a flavor punch. Much more like a blood orange, for example. Walked past the vat, leaving a faint hint of delicious orange notes in its wake. I had to stop drinking Diet Coke and other diet sodas because they irritated my bladder. It felt like I always needed to pee. Since I stopped, my bladder had gone back to normal. I was fine when I was younger, but not anymore. I switched to flavored water and occasionally a kombucha when I want fizz. I knew a guy who drank that much soda a day. Died of esophageal cancer in his early 30s. Doctor said it was from all the soda. Aspartame is still being researched. Technically you are still way below the danger zone, but new info is always coming out on this. It possibly could be carcinogenic, but honestly, isn't everything these days? In Canada we have a sparkling water that tastes like Coke. Sometimes I put half and half in so it's a bit healthier, lol. The standard seems to be that 9-14 cans per day of diet soda is too much for a roughly 150 pounds person. You drink a lot of diet soda, but your intake is only 3-5, 12 ounces cans per day. Yes, it will. I am currently working in beverage industry and know a lot about CSD, and I'll say NA even if it's diet or not. It's not good for your health to consume unhealthy amounts of soda, basically kahit ano naman. Ha ha ha. Zero sugars have artificial sweeteners with regulated amounts thanks to GRAS standards. And a buttload of caffeine. Oh, and also phosphoric acid. So stay healthy. There is no evidence the amount you are drinking will have an ill effect on your health. It may stain your teeth,